An interesting concept for you. And if you're watching this live, by the way, give me a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, give me a 3 in the comments below. Love to see your comments after this. I wouldn't say this is a little controversial. So for some people, maybe it is, but for me, it's not at all because I know the results that I've gotten from it. So you see in the title, if you have caught it, where it reads, "She did this for $1 million, would you?" And I'm going to share with you the concept of things that you have to do if you want to be more successful that may not be part of your personality. So what I'm getting at is you might have to make some changes. Also, before I get into that, don't forget tomorrow, meaning Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And some of the things that I'm talking about here in just a little bit has to do with this. If you are a speaker, coach, consultant, or an author, and you want to really figure out how is it that some people you hear they do like a year's worth of income in like one event or in one day, I'm going to share with you beyond a shadow of a doubt, convince you how that happens, and more importantly, how it could possibly happen for you and the things that you need to do. So obviously, to make that happen, there's some changes that have to be done. We're going to talk about that today. There will be a link in the comment below with regards to where you can click to register that. It is my first event of this kind that is free online, and it will be live for now and free for now. Okay, so she did this for $1 million. There's 2 women that did something for $1 million, and who are they? Number 1, Marilyn Monroe. Number 2 was Elizabeth Taylor. What did they do? They changed. Now, this is not specifically what you have to do, but the whole principle is there may be some things that you need to change and do. What did they change? They changed their voices. Isn't that crazy? They changed their voices so much so that Elizabeth Taylor was the first female actor, movie star to ever get $1 million for a movie. $1 million for a movie. And this is something that was done strategically. So what am I getting at? I'm getting at, if you have a specific goal, it could be a financial goal. Maybe it's a goal to date somebody. You see somebody and you're afraid to talk to them. You're afraid of rejection. You're whatever. If you want to get to certain levels, sometimes we have to change your personality. Now, sometimes I know that sounds a little harsh. If you've ever heard of the DISC program. The DISC program is a program that asks a bunch of questions, gives you a couple of random answers and how you would answer them. And by how you answer those questions, it can pretty much tell you the type of personality you are. Are you a very proactive type of person? You're more of a leader, more of a follower, more of a keep everybody happy. You're open to having conflict, all these different things. And people hire people, or companies hire people based on that report. But I think the cool thing is if you want to get certain results in life and you have a certain personality type, you might have to change that. I've learned to do that, and I'll tell you some more examples. Sometimes I have to work with companies, and in working with them, I'm not considered the leader, I'm the follower. And they'll ask me a certain thing, and I'll say to them, I can lead and I can follow. I'm in the follow mode right now, so what would you like me to do? And I follow, and I do exactly what they ask me to do. When I'm in the lead mode, I lead, and I do what needs to be done, and I get people to hopefully do that too. So if you want to be, for example, let's say you want to be a speaker, and you're very shy and introverted. Well, if you want to be successful, you're going to have some power behind you. Something's going to have to change. You ever seen these people on, like, this stuff is so cool, and you watch these people transform. American Idol. I love those shows, by the way. The Voice. More so, America's Got Talent. You ever seen these people? They get on, they're incredibly nervous, introverted. Some people, the most people they've sang to is like in their shower and it's just them, or maybe to a family member or a small group or something like that. They've never put themselves in front of millions of people watching live and thousands of people in an audience, and they're barely walking on the stage, and you can tell they're just shaking. The music starts to play, and boom, the whole personality changes, right? Now, that's not the change I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is what happens is if they do a good job, the audience starts to cheer, and some of them are in tears, and they're giving them a standing ovation. And then the person who was that introvert and shy and never done anything like this, they're in tears because they never have ever experienced such validation, such, wow, what an amazing job. And what happens now is, without them knowing it, subconsciously, an emotional connection takes place. See, before that time, all they were focused on were their nerves. Oh my gosh, is this going to be right? All the crazy stuff that people do when it comes to their nerves and being in front of people and the camera and all that. Then the emotion is so huge on the clapping and the standing ovation that now they want to get more of that because it makes them feel good. They're pleasing people. And before you know it, after several weeks or a month or two of watching these people on the show, you literally have seen their personality transform. They're no longer introverted. They may have an introverted tendency, but they've totally changed that. So my question to you is, what specifically are some of your huge goals? And do you have the attitude or the personality to get to that level? And if you don't, if your DISC personality says you're going to fit into this box, but you want this box, you might have to make some changes. So I'm always looking for behaviors, habits, patterns, personality traits that I may have to adjust or change in order to have more success. So maybe you're a very impatient person. I like things probably like you do. I want things now, right? But I have to learn to be patient. In fact, as crazy as it sounds, when you go to an elevator with a kid, what's the first thing they want to do, right? Just push the button. How many times do they want to push the button? Over and over and over and over and over again, thinking that the more times we push it, the quicker it's going to open, right? Well, I purposely push it once, leave it alone, walk away. Like when I push when I do my credit card, when I'm paying for fuel, I push my credit card in. I have a tendency to hang right there, waiting for it to say remove the card so I can be right there. Slow down, relax. So I'm aware of some of the things that I have to do. Not that would make me more successful, but you still must be aware of some things that you need to adjust, rein in, shift, change, and especially those things that can take you to another level, maybe in your relationship or in your finances. Anyway, I think I've gone on enough on my rant here. Again, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, if you want to hang with me for an incredible live event on creating better coaching experiences, and I'll show you how it's possible. Yep, how it's possible that even you, could make 10, 50, 100,000 or more in a day if you know how to do it, all right? The needle in the haystack. You know how to get the needle in the haystack? All you got to do is two things. You can have a magnet pull it out for you. I got the magnet. Or you can light it on fire. The hay will burn away, and then you'll have the needle. I got both for you, all right? Tomorrow, it'll be in the comments for the link. Thanks for hanging. Look forward to seeing your comments below. Let me know some of the things that you've had to change to get to where you're at, and maybe some of the things that you need to continue to change to get to where you're going. I'm out here between now and the next time we get the chat. You know what to do. Don't let anything or anyone rent space in your head. Have an awesome day. We'll see you hopefully